This winter, I'm hosting a charity knit-along for Refuweegee with this hat. And here is why. In case you haven't noticed from the way I speak, I'm not from here. I grew up in a small town in the east of Germany, with plenty of trees, bakeries, and a river of questionable color. After finishing school, I wanted nothing more than to leave this town and experience the excitement of different places, different cultures, different people. So, in 2010, I packed my things, got on a plane, and came to Scotland. And what an exciting place this was. Rolling hills with grazing sheep, living by the sea, cooler summers, tea cakes, my first iron brew. It was exciting, it was new, and it was so different from home. Even though I came by choice, being away from everything I knew was hard. And I'm so grateful I found such a warm and welcoming circle of friends here. With everything that we see in the news nowadays, I can't help but think of the people who didn't have a choice about coming here. How hard it must be for them adjusting to a new life and missing their homes. But I have learned one thing as an immigrant. A kind gesture goes a long way to make someone feel welcome. And in Scotland, people are renowned for their kindness. To be honest, in Glasgow, I have felt this kindness more than anywhere I've ever been. And I think it's time that I give some of it back.
Okay, so let's start from the top. Last year, I saw the Albanach Knitter do the big beanie charity knit-along, where everybody knitted the same beanie hat pattern and could then send in their finished beanies to homeless shelters near them. And I absolutely loved the idea, and he told me they made over 350 beanies, which is an insane amount of beanies. And I really wanted to do something similar for a charity in my local community. And to me, there is one charity that we have in Glasgow which really encapsulates the essence of what being Glaswegian means, and they're called Refuweegee. Refuweegee help provide a warm welcome for forcibly displaced people arriving in Glasgow, and their aim is to help the existing community extend the warm and friendly welcome that the city is world renowned for. And they're doing that with the help of welcome packs. It's either a tote bag or a rucksack that's packed with some essential toiletries, a notepad and a pen, a wee token of Scotland, a wee snack, as well as a hat, scarf and gloves, preferably 2 out of the 3, and a letter from the locals, or a letter for the locals, as they say. That's a little welcome letter to say hello and anything you like really, just as long as it's kind, of course. And you can just get creative and pack a few extras. Like I packed my favorite German chocolate, which is a Kinder Egg, and also a reusable water bottle, because I thought that would be really useful to have. And then you pack everything up, put a label on to say who it's for, and drop it off at the Refuweegee headquarters at West George Street in Glasgow. Every week they distribute over 150 of these welcome packs, and I thought, what is more welcoming than adding a hand-knitted woolly hat into these packs? And that's how the whole idea came about. But that's actually not all that Refuweegee do. A big part of their work is also running a free shop. And that's open to anyone who needs it, and people can take as much as they need or as little as they need. Everyone can visit once a month, and each 45-minute visit must be pre-booked. And everything in there, from fresh fruits to tops, jumpers, jackets, trousers, toys, baby clothes, nappies, wipes, plates, cutleries, mugs, shampoo, toothpaste, shaving gel, literally everything in there has been donated. But that means that sometimes shelves run empty when donations run out, and that means someone will have to leave the shop without an essential item to keep them clean, warm, or dry. On their website, they have a live list of all the donations they're needing at the moment, and they're updating that regularly. And they also have links to their Amazon and For Common Good wish lists, where you can buy items which will get directly delivered to Refuweegee. Now let me explain the knit-along a bit more to you. The Refuweegee hat will help in two ways. First up, the money from the pattern sales between October 2024 and March 2025 will go directly to Refuweegee. But also you can make a hat and donate it to them so they can put it in their welcome packs or offer it in their shop. To hand in a donation, you can either send it to one of the drop-off points or bring it in person, and I'll make sure they all get to Refuweegee. All the information and the exact drop-off points will be linked down in the description box. You can get the pattern from my website or from Ravelry. You'll just have to search for Refuweegee Hat. And the knit-along will start from today, the 12th of October 2024, and run until the 31st of March 2025. So that's also how long you can make hats for and send them in as donations to the drop-off points. And the pattern sales in that time will go to Refuweegee. If you decide to knit a hat destined for a donation, then here are a few things to know. They mostly need adult-sized hats in neutral colors so that anyone can wear them. And it would be great if you could pick a superwash yarn or something that can go in the washing machine, just so that taking care of it is a bit easier. And it would also be useful if you could label a hat with the size that you knitted, just a bit of masking tape saying what size it is, just so that they can sort it much easier once it's at the shop. So the hat pattern itself is a very simple 2x2 rib hat. You have the choice between a single folded 2x2 rib brim or a double folded stockinette stitch brim. I try to keep it as beginner friendly as possible. Everything is explained in a bit more detail than I usually would. And there's two help tutorials, one dedicated to the decreases and one dedicated to a more advanced cast on, which is optional. The size range goes from baby to child, teenager, adult, and then extra large adult. And the hat is knitted in a DK weight yarn. All the information about gauge, needle size, materials, and measurements is on the website or on the Ravelry page, so that you have all the information you need up front. The pattern itself will be a PDF download and it's in English. In the pattern notes, I've also included instructions on how you can adjust the length of the hat if your head length is significantly different from the given hat length. I personally like the look of a hat that rises a few centimeters above the crown, but if you don't like that, you have the chance of adjusting it. So yeah, I hope you enjoy making the hat. I hope you consider donating some of the hats so that we can add them to the welcome packs or into Refuweegee's shop. And one of the biggest things that you can do to help is to just like the video and share the video, because that way loads more people get the chance of seeing it and joining into the knit along. Okay, I think that's all that you need to know. Please don't forget to tag me in any of your hats. I really, really want to see your versions. And I think that's all there's to say. So yeah, I shall see you again soon in another video. Bye!